Beer here back at the Fantasy Bar with a big Friday night in the NBA. 6 plays for you, including a couple guys under 5K on DraftKings. 5 plays for you, 6,500 or below on both sites. Little happy hour here. And of course, my favorite play of the night. Who is it? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Happy hour edition, Beer's Daily Fantasy 6-pack slashing prices here. Like I said in the opening, 5 guys under 6,500 to help make lineup building easy for you. Thank you, as always, for stopping in and checking out the video. Now, before we get into the plays, a couple things. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Released a couple NFL videos yesterday, a 6-pack for the divisional round with 2 of my favorite sports bets, as well in my Pints and Picks videos. So make sure you're hitting thumbs up on all the videos. Make sure you are subscribing. Get notified when these videos are coming out. Lastly, if you're looking to bet on some games tonight or this weekend, don't go in unarmed. Check out scoresandodds.com/beer for all the information you need, analytics, trends, histories, and of course, the ability to compare odds across all of the different sports books and premium picks from some of your favorite RG personalities, myself included. Some NFL picks up for you there to make life easy. Go and check it out today. Scoresandodds.com/beer. All right, let's get into it here. Let's start with some value at point guard and shooting guard with Jalen Suggs of the Magic. Now, Suggs coming back from injury now. Got a couple game sample in the minutes, starting to get back up where we like them. The production certainly going along with it. So everything going the right way. The price is kind of lagging behind here. So we're getting more minutes. We're getting more production. We're getting a price that's lagging a little bit behind. Buy low while you can. This number will go up sooner rather than later on both of these sites here. But the upside, really what I'm after here with Jalen Suggs, we talk about it all the time. I don't want just a guy who scores points. I want the guy that no matter how the game goes, no matter how the shooting goes, he's still going to be very productive in the fantasy point column, and that's what we are after here. And Suggs certainly offers us that with his ability to hit every single category on that stat sheet, and you gotta love this matchup here tonight. We know the Lakers, the talk of the town right now, a mess, but they have struggled big time with point guards, shooting guards, either way, either position he's playing. We're talking bottom 3 in the entire NBA defending that position. So just too cheap here. Love the upside for Jalen Suggs tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, let's continue with the value train here under 5K once again on DraftKings at power forward center with Precious Achiuwa of the Raptors. Now, another guy we just talked about with Jalen Suggs, Achiuwa starting to play more and more minutes here. In fact, averaging over 36 minutes per game over the last 3. So really starting to entrench himself as the big man here on this Raptors team. And we've seen the production go along with it. The old saying, minutes are money, and that's certainly paying off here for Precious Achiuwa, averaging 28.5 DraftKings points a game over the last 3. Went over 30 in 2 of those games. So you give me 30 DraftKings points at 4,600. I'm buying every day of the week, especially when I get a good matchup on top of it. Washington, bottom 5 as far as fantasy points allowed, go-to centers this year. So this is another one. The price hasn't caught up to the minutes, to the production. Jump on board here with Precious Achiuwa. All right, let's stay with some mid-range value next. Back to point guard, shooting guard with Jordan Poole of the Warriors. No Klay Thompson tonight. We know he's going to rest on these back-to-back. Shocking loss last night for the Golden State Warriors. Indiana comes in thin and wins, but back to tonight here. That's obviously good news here for Jordan Poole. We know Steph Curry, the big headliner there. He's going to cost you a pretty penny. No issues with Steph, but a nice 28.3% usage rate here for Jordan Poole when Klay Thompson and Draymond Green are off the floor. Also averages a fantasy point per minute. So we give him the 30, 35 minutes we expect here. He makes hay on both of these salaries, especially at that low $5,100 price point over on FanDuel. And we get a pace-up spot here with a team that plays very little defense. Houston struggles against point guard, shooting guards, and they are the fastest-paced team in the entire NBA. Great spot for these guards of the Golden State Warriors, headlined by the value we get on Jordan Poole. All right, let's go back to the mid-range at small forward, power forward with Gordon Hayward of Charlotte. So this one I think will certainly fly under the radar with Gordon Hayward. We got the combination of some recency bias. That last game, not great. We have 11 games on the docket tonight. So some guys are certainly going to get lost in the shuffle, but I love him in GPPs. Cash games, if you want to shy away, I certainly get it. We've seen the ups and downs of Gordon Hayward and a big discrepancy in those ups and downs, but that's what makes him a phenomenal GPP play. We've seen ceilings well into the mid-40s, over 50 multiple times here over the last month or so with Gordon Hayward. So I'm banking on that ceiling here at these prices. You know, if he hits 50 fantasy points at 6,200, you're happy to have him in those GPP lineups. And once again, the matchup, the cherry on top here for Gordon Hayward. No team has given up more fantasy production to the small forward position than the Thunder. Great matchup, great ceiling potential here with Gordon Hayward. All right, back to point guard, shooting guard. Going to stay in the mid-range with Jordan Clarkson of the Jazz. So we are going right back to the well here on Clarkson. Had him the other night. He was good to us, but why not play him once again? The minutes a little bit lower than we thought, so those could tick up here. Donovan Mitchell once again on the shelf, so plenty of options here with the Jazz. We saw Bogdanovich have a big game. Joe Ingles certainly in play as a value play, but I still like the floor-ceiling combo of Jordan Clarkson. Now, lately we've been seeing more of the floor, 30 or more DraftKings points in 4 of the last 5 games, and that is a perfectly fine return on these salaries, both under 6,000. I think there's more here with Jordan Clarkson. I think 40 fantasy points is not out of the question here, and I think tonight, certainly a team that can allow that kind of production with the Detroit Pistons. Bottom 5 in fantasy points allowed to point guard, bottom 10 in fantasy production allowed to the shooting guard. Let's go out on a limb. 40 or more fantasy points here for Jordan Clarkson tonight against the Detroit Pistons. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Friday night. Before we do that, we want to continue our Beast of the Night contest. Free to play, easy to play. All you got to do, get in the comment section right below the video and get fantasy points on DraftKings tonight for my favorite play of the night. The closest guest is going to win themselves a free week of RotoGrinders Premium, a chance to check out all the stuff behind the scenes, Court IQ, which we talk about all the time, Lineup HQ to build those lineups, tons of stuff there in that RotoGrinders Premium suite of tools. So without further ado, let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play for Friday night in the NBA, you know him as Beast of the Night. All right, we have saved you a lot of money, should leave a lot of salary for you to build those lineups tonight. We are going to spend up here in the Beast of the Night spot at shooting guard, small forward with Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat, tonight's Beast of the Night. And once again, we should get a nice little discount here. Butler burned a lot of people the other night, getting ejected out of that game. We know there's a lot of what have you done for me lately still in the DFS community. So if that number ticks down a little bit, let's take advantage. Let's jump on board here with Jimmy Butler. We know he's a guy that carries that chip on his shoulders. He should be fired up, getting back in action here tonight. Miami, we know, going to be without Kyle Lowry. As of this recording, Tyler Hero questionable, but in the protocols, I would fully expect him to miss this game as well. When you run the numbers in our Court IQ tool, like we spoke about here, that you have a shot to win with some free premium. We get almost 1.4 fantasy points per minute with those two off the floor. Went for almost 50 DraftKings points the last time these two teams played, and I think he threatens that again with potential upside into the 60s. Loving me some Jimmy Butler tonight, making him easily my favorite play on the board in tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up for Friday night in the Fantasy Bar, talking some NBA hoops. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and the picks. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget, fantasy points for Jimmy Butler on DraftKings for a shot at some free RotoGrinders Premium. And let me know who your favorite play of the night is. Who is your Beast of the Night? Hit it up in that comment section. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Best of luck tonight in the NBA. Best of luck this weekend with the NFL. Enjoy the games. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you head over and check out my NFL videos. Hit that thumbs up button on all of them, guys. And thank you once again. Good luck tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist